In Singapore, e-scooters will be banned from all footpaths from tomorrow, and those caught riding there will be issued warning letters till the end of the year. So starting from January the 1st, 2020, they will face a fine of up to $2,000 and or be jailed up to 3 months. Now, this is the latest restriction on personal mobility devices after accidents continued to rise this year. Gwyneth Teo with this report.
Singapore joins countries such as Japan and France in banning e-scooters on pedestrian footpaths. Such devices already cannot be ridden on roads here. The Active Mobility Act was first passed in February 2017 to allow and regulate the use of PMDs on public paths in hopes that it would help improve last-mile connectivity.
Cities have allowed the use of such devices on footpaths as they are non-pollutive, inexpensive, and if properly used, convenient for short intra-town travels. We expected the co-sharing of footpaths to be challenging, but we're hopeful that with public education, PMD users would be gracious and responsible. Unfortunately, this was not to be.
In September, an elderly cyclist died after she was hit by a non-compliant e-scooter. Last month, doctors at Tan Tock Seng Hospital also said they've seen a sharp increase in injured PMD riders over the past 2 years. Still, this is not a complete ban on e-scooters, as they are allowed on park connectors and cycling paths. Currently, there are 440 kilometers of cycling paths. The Land Transport Authority intends to triple this by 2030, when all HDB towns have a network of cycling paths. But the move is expected to affect some businesses. LTA is working with food delivery companies to help their riders switch to motorcycles or bicycles. Deliveroo and Foodpanda said e-scooter riders constitute less than 30% of their fleets. LTA will, however, reject shared e-scooter companies' applications to operate services on public paths, and no new applications will be accepted. There's also been a sharp increase in fires caused by e-scooters this year. To combat this, LTA has been giving out $100 incentives to encourage the early disposal of devices that don't have the UL 2272 fire safety certification. Now they say the scheme will be extended to the end of the year, and 32 disposal sessions will be added in December. There are some 100,000 e-scooters registered in Singapore, and 4 in 5 are not fire safe.
The decision to ban electric scooters from all footpaths has drawn mixed reactions from pedestrians.
I think I support that, because all you need is one person who does not ride responsibly out of 1,000, and then you got a tragedy on your hand.
Also good for the people walking around, especially for the elderly people. You know, sometimes they just pass by, they just zoom like that, you know, many times at the bus stop.
It's been quite convenient for people who don't own cars, are traveling distances which might take too long using public transport. So for them it might become an inconvenience, but I think safety-wise it could be better for pedestrians.
But retailers and users were disappointed with the government's decision to implement the ban. One e-scooter shop estimates that it could lose a few $100,000.
We spend a lot of money on UL certifications. We spend one certification will cost 40 to 60,000 Sing dollars per model, and also the bulk inventories we have, all right, because people are transiting from non-UL to UL model. So we prepare a lot of inventory to cater for this market. So right now, you know, with the fear that people had in their minds, all right, they might not be willing to change their scooters anymore.
We do not think that this ban on the footpath will effectively solve the errant usage or errant behavior. This is all, we always felt that the need for education is a priority above all. Of course, that leads to safety, definitely. But the errant use will not necessarily be addressed, as this errant behavior may also go to other forms of commuting, as in bicycles or PABs.